Well, this is a weird place to start level 77 questline. But a convenient distraction. Thancred is tired of waiting around. I'd say we're long overdue for a good turn. I can only hope the gods feel the same way. Now, Nuvi's leavings was to the south, was it? Let's get going. Would have thought it would be like when we get to the next town. The way you described it, I was expecting the place to be abandoned. Perhaps our fortunes are finally improving, though we should probably hear what Guthjohn has to say before we celebrate. I'm assuming we can find him, that is. Who are you, and what are you doing here? Well, you should have listened to Thaf. You're wasting your time. But this site is not as developed as the others, is it not? Surely there must be something left. I should explain. The stone you're looking for is leonine. All the talus in the Hills of Amber are powered using them. Or were at least. Anyway, whatever's left, if anything, is too far below to be safely excavated. In the deepest reaches of the mine, we use talus to keep the pathways from collapsing. They're still there, but they could give out at any time, which is why much of the mine is closed off. And then our only option is to search the higher levels for any fragments of leonine that may have been overlooked. Suppose there may be one other way. Well, don't leave us in suspense. What you're asking for is a trade secret. I'll need to be duly compensated in exchange. Fine. What do you want? The other day I found a Vobert gold piece down in the mines. A bloody Vobert gold piece. And wouldn't you know it, I dropped the damn thing somewhere while I was working. Find it, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Don't I have some in my pocket? I'd already spend it. You drive a hard bargain, sir, but we'll take it. It seems we have our work cut out for us. Thankfully I have an idea for how we might hurry things along. A metal detector. As I'm sure you've noticed, despite their best efforts to illuminate the corridors, it's rather dark in here, meaning it'll be that much harder to find a single coin hiding in the shadows. That's why I propose we use these. Sun drops. They help the eye take in more light. Why don't you start your search further in and I'll handle this area here. I'll retrace your steps after in case you happen to miss it. If you feel the drop's effects wearing off, I can give you more, so don't worry. Three minutes to find a coin. And this isn't going to be it. You find nothing. Perhaps the gold piece lies elsewhere. Oh. I'm gonna guess nothing. A glint catches your eye. You turn over a rock and find the Vobert gold piece. I was hoping you dropped the gold piece somewhere closer to the entrance. More fool me for thinking Lady Luck was on our side. More fool me? Okay. Or maybe she is. Yours at least. In the end, my contribution was little more than poor company. Well, I couldn't have done it without your sun drops. So you say, but you have a proven knack for success regardless of circumstances. I doubt very much I could have discovered it unassisted. I only managed to survive the Korthan wilderness and the Imperial capital by virtue of extensive preparation, a habit of mine since childhood and one of my few positive traits which endeared me to Louis, I don't know, I imagine. It hasn't been easy finding ways to compensate for my condition. Every tool and trinket has proven vital to my continued success, such as it is. Had I chosen to pursue the arcane arts rather than espionage, well, I'd rather not think on it. So long as I have the means to protect those dear to me and to see my duties through, that's all that matters. Now let's hurry back to Guthjon. The sooner we get back to Orianger and Minfilia, the better. You're back. Wait, does that mean? Huzzah! I'll be damned, you actually found it. Well, a deal's a deal, but I don't think this means you'll find what you're after. To be honest, I wasn't sure you could pull it off, but you did, and I'm a man of my word. Come with me. Every time I step out of those mines, the sky seems to get brighter. I'd never leave them if the air weren't so stale. But you're not come to hear my grievances, you're after Leonine. First, I have to ask, you ever heard of rockworms? Rockworms. I know them by another name, though I'm fairly certain the locals call them knockers. Aye, that they do. Whatever you want to call them, those little bastards may be the answer to your troubles. They can fit through cracks and crevices down there we could never hope to reach, and on occasion they come back with something valuable. They dig up leonine in the mines? It's a rare occurrence, but yes, that said, it usually amounts to no more than a few flakes. Well, our only other option sounds tantamount to suicide. So how can we draw out these rockworms? Will you gut them? Over by that shack you'll find a bag full of smoke bombs. Set off a few in the mines and you'll flush them out in no time. Once they're out and open, knock them senseless and check their backs. I should warn you, this method of mining, if you can even call it that, is used as a last resort on account of what little they're like to bring back. You'll want to cover as much ground as you can if you hope to find anything of value. Assuming you do find something, bring it here and I'll have a look. We should split up if we're to cover more ground, as he suggests. If you can cover these 3 areas on your map, I'll see to the parts between them. Inspect the rubble and slay any knockers that appear to acquire glittering rocks. How do I do that? Oh, there's the rubble. Alright. I only want to hit you if you're... Ah! Glittering. I don't see any of you glittering. This seems like I'm more than hitting you on the head. This seems more like I'm murdering you. They also don't seem wormy. They seem like beetles. I need 7. Oy. I've gotten none. Because I'm murdering them and not hitting them in the head. Why is this still red? There you are. Find anything promising? 7 glittering pieces. Between the two of you, I'd say you've got quite the haul. Best get comfortable, friends. It's going to take time for me to sift through all of this.
You may not remember this about Arminfilia, but prior to founding the Path of the 12, long before the Scions, she was something of a miner. After her father died, Flamine took her in and taught her the trade. I think they were both seeking to fill the void left by a loved one. Maybe that's why she took to it so readily. Back in those days, I spent most of my time in the Quicksand, or some other tavern, loosening tongues and gathering secrets. Occasionally, I'd catch a glimpse of her in the street, on her way home after another hard day's work. I always felt a wave of relief when I saw she'd come back safe, along with a pang of guilt at the fact I wasn't there to support her as I should have been. Simply speaking with her more than once in a blue moon would have been a good start, but I could never bring myself to do it. Instead, I threw myself into my work and became every drunkard's best friend. Not too highly, no. She once called me a wine-sodden wharf rat, which wouldn't have been half as galling had it not been so accurate. But that was a lifetime ago. Here and now, I have another chance to do things right, and I will not squander it again.
Hey! Come and see what I found! You're not going to believe this!
Tell me it's Leonine.
It is at that. You lot were born lucky. It's mostly broken pieces. But look at this.
This is a rather fine specimen.
It's been decades since we found anything approaching this big. But that's not all. There's an engraving on it.
Ah, these scratches here. They're a little hard to make out. To my beloved Magnus and Schoolie.
Yes! Do you see? It was a gift to Magnus from his wife. She found it. She really found it. She must have spent her final hours carving this message into the stone, in the hope that he might see it one day. Those rock-backed bastards must have made off with it before we could clear a path to her. It's fate that brought you here to find this stone. No other explanation. It makes me wonder what else might still be buried in these parts.
Wine red, lilac purple, and coral pink. I don't think any of these have any value. So did I understand this right in that Thancred as a child pissed off a Gubu and it ran over Manphilia's mom and killed her? And she's hated him for a while about that? I wouldn't have believed it had I not seen it for myself. Before you set it in the Talos, would you take it to Magnus? For 3 long years he's believed she died for nothing. He must know the truth, that her sacrifice was not in vain. It was in vain, it's just a rock. We'll take it straight to him. You have my word. Thank you, Guth John, for all your help. No trolley was worth her dying. Right then, let's not keep everyone waiting. What? Oh, it's you. You've come to explain about the trolley. You'll find no sympathy from me. If you've come to complain about the trolley, you'll find no sympathy from me. I told you before, it won't run and you won't listen. Oh, but it will, now that we have this. Your name is engraved on it along with your son's. It was a gift from your wife, Magnus. From Agna. No, she couldn't have. Agna. Take it. Do with it what you will. Are you certain? It would delay our plans, but... I said take it. It was you who found it, you who needs it. Looking at the stone, all I can see is... Please, just leave me be. I hope you'll be there when the Talos stirs to life. I'm sure she'd want you to see it. Would you do the honors of delivering this to Orion J? Well, this is super depressing. Thou art returned, and with Leonine it would seem. As promised, the Talos hath been made ready to receive its heart, thanks in no small part to Jarek, Thaf, and Manphilia. At last we shall return time to the timeless, the sentinel of stone, that we may press on towards Nabanth Orang. Very good, now let us begin.
Preparations for the enchantment are complete. When the heart hath been suffused with a sufficient quantity of ether, the golem should be restored to life.
All right then. Whenever you're ready. It's working! It's working! Magnus!
You left me for this? This wretched heap of stone and rubble? This worthless pile of earth? And yet, I can't. I can't.
What troubleth thee, child?
I shouldn't be here. I don't deserve to be. I don't deserve any of the things you've done for me. I'm just a burden, helpless and hopeless. If tomorrow came and I was gone, it would be better for everyone. Thancred most of all. He'll never admit it, but I can see it in his eyes. I wish he'd just say it. Just say that he hates me, that he wishes I was dead so that she could return.
None of this is thy doing, child. 'Twas I who set the oracle on her path unto the first. I who condemned you all to suffer these torments. 'Tis my sin alone, and one that will haunt me unto my dying day. Yet I dare not dwell overlong on my many regrets, for the world is a tapestry of fates, interwoven and inseparable. And we who strive to better it cannot choose but make difficult decisions. For naught of worth was ever achieved without sacrifice, and thus must man ever struggle to weigh life against loss. The one for whom thou mournest beareth no grudge. Were she here, she would not suffer thee to languish in sorrow. She would tell thee to seek thine own path, thine own purpose. It is a truth which I myself was slow to learn. Yet a truth it remaineth. Thou needst but have faith. Have faith, and all will be well.
Have you no words for her?
Not today.
Meanwhile, in the Crystarium,
To what do I owe the pleasure that is your extended stay?
Oh, to the tediousness of our hero's present endeavors. That and the insufferable abundance of light in Armorang. I should be glad to keep my distance. Oh, I'm rather fond of sleep, you know. It's a wonderful way to pass the time. Not that my compeers would agree, mind you. Always on the move, the lot of them. Like La Hebrea, constantly jumping from vessel to vessel. Such fire, such determination. So much passion fleeting and forgotten. Come to think of it, Exarch, I don't believe I've ever seen you retire to your chambers for so much as 40 winks. However do you keep your eyes from closing? The cold shoulder. You wound me, sir.
that's not La Habrea, is it?
Always so guarded in our every interaction. Interactions you curiously refrain from sharing with the Scions and their champion.
And risk souring your budding relationship? I think not. Much as I dislike you, there are more useful targets for her energies. And I am not in the habit of pointing her at my enemies like a weapon.
Is that right? Fond of her, are you? You continue to fascinate me, Exarch. But tell me, who are you? The once great nation whose ingenuity gave birth to this tower was shaped by my hand. As such, I know full well the wonders it can facilitate and those it cannot. There is nothing in these walls which could have aided you in summoning our dear friend across time and space. Much less in possession of her mortal flesh, not even I could have performed such a feat.
I see. You had a hand in Allag as well. You would know what I am? I am the adjudicator of the sacred history with which you dared trifle. I am keeper of this tower's boundless wisdom. The wisdom of ages without age, of everywhere and nowhere. The great work of those who tamed the wings of time and grasped the nature of the rift. 'Tis a boon born of the sacrifice of brave heroes who gave their lives for a brighter future. I will not see their hopes and dreams squandered. The history which led us here will be unwritten. I promise you that.
Well, it seems we're both eager to fulfill our duties then.
On that much, we are in agreement.
Mine apologies for the delay. Minfilia and I had a private matter to discuss. Which brings me to the question, how didst thou find Thancred during your search? He spoke of Minfilia, of his own accord. I see. 'Tis well that he did, and with such candor. I attempted to broach the subject before. Mine intention was to ensure no words remained unspoken between them, lest tragedy intercede. I regret I myself know all too well. Alas, in the end he refused to heed my counsel. A time will come when they must face the reality of their circumstances, but I have faith that all will be well in time. Now, let us not tarry any longer. The Talus and the Bath ring await. Full steam ahead. Magnus is grinning from ear to ear. It's been years since I've seen a talus in such fine shape. Would that Agna was here to see it. Or our son. I was ready to let her dreams die down there in the mines. Even after you'd found the Leonine, I refused to believe it could work. Gods, what a fool I was. But I tell you now, I'm going to take good care of this Talos, for both their sakes. On behalf of my family and all the miners of Twine, thank you. Well, enough chitter-chatter. Let's get you lot to Nabatharang, eh? Everything seems to be in order. I take it the Talus's presence resolves the issue of the gate. Oh, that. Yes. It's designed to open at the Talus's approach. So you could have just rolled it there. Then we can finally go to Nabatharang. You certainly can. All that remains is a final check of the control box over at the mines. Hear that, boys? Get that Talus over the mines and keep a close eye on it around the curves, understood? Yes, sir. Let us repair to the mines, then. Before we go, while you're away, I prepared an extra set of cartridges for you. And this one, it's the practice cartridge you gave me. I know I should have thrown it away ages ago, but I've been adding a little extra to it every day. After so many charges, I'm honestly not sure what it will do, but I want you to have it, for luck. Minfilia, you know, they could rename her something else. Susie. You're now Susie. And this entity, Ghost Minfilia, wants to take over your body, and we're okay with that. We should hurry. Magnus and the others are probably wondering where we are. I am impervious to dogs up here in my machine, so knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off. Thank you. It's actually quite amazing that they can put in scenes that no one else can see, and you're not in a cut scene per se. You can interact with people or coyotes. So, this is it. We're finally going to the Maltharing. I thought long and hard about what to say to her, to the real Menphilia. I hoped when the time came I would know, but with every step we take I feel more uncertain. That's no reason to give up though, not when so much is at stake. Thank you, all of you, for helping me to get here. Now let's not keep Magnus waiting. This will be fun. So what do you think? A little primitive looking, I'll admit, but Daedalus Stoneworks has always favored a simple, intuitive design, and that philosophy has served us well enough. Much of the trolley network uses single tracks, making it easy for the Talus to navigate them. So he's just gonna walk behind us? He could just give us a shove. Probably not. And plotting a route is so simple even we can do it, which makes for fewer accidents in transit. Speaking of which, are you ready to board? Yes, I am. Alright, watch your step. Okay, I'm excited. I'm overly excited because I haven't played in a while. Hopefully he walks fast and we can put our hands up in the air like we don't care.
Urianger?
Thou must needs carry on without me. The path to Nabartha lieth open. Whilst thou travellest thither to the south, I would apprise Mistress Alize and the others of our progress. As circumstances permit, I will thereafter rejoin the hunt for the remaining Light Wardens.
Magnus, will the gate close immediately after the trolley passes through?
No, it will stay open until someone closes it manually. Built that way to prevent any untimely accidents.
Why didn't they just leave it open then?
Then you and the others can meet us in Nabartha after giving the Ilmorans the slip.
Urianger. Thank you for everything.
Remember, thou needst but have faith.
If you've finished with your goodbyes, I suggest you grab hold of something. Be a shame if you took a tumble. The tracks beyond the gate aren't in the best of shape, so the trolley can only go as far as Malik.
Of course.
Godspeed!
We're not sitting down and holding on to something. Safety first. Oh, his little butt jiggling. He's gonna break the wood.
Ah, that must be the gate.
Look at that big stabby
So
thing.
far, so good.
Wait, is that Ranjit?
Oh, hell no. No. Ugh. So the hole leads here. Good to know.
You're a stubborn old swine, aren't you?
One who has mastered Gukumots fears not the blackest pit or the fieriest hell. Your deeds in the east did not go unnoticed. Long have I lain in wait, and sure enough, you did not disappoint.
You could have opened the door.
Had you only sworn fealty to Lord Vorthry, you'd have no cause to skulk about like frightened animals. You will remain as you are, while I dispatch these villains.
No, I won't. I won't let you.
You forget to whom you speak. Who armed you, trained you, fought and killed 1,000 sin-eaters with you? And when you were inevitably cut down and lay lifeless in my arms, who sought out your successor to carry on the futile struggle again and again? We seek to bring peace to what is left of this shattered land, while these mad fools would only bring further chaos down upon us. Do not be deceived, child. Only by Lord Vorthry's hand will this dying world know a sliver of salvation.
You know, he never killed her.
I don't know about the world, but I never asked to be saved. However much it hurts, and however hard it gets. It's my life, and I want to live it on my own terms. And those mad fools you want me to abandon, the ones I've traveled with, fought with, and may one day die with, they feel the same. So no, I will not be deceived. No matter what you say, I refuse to believe it's all for nothing. They're everything to me. All I have, and all I need. And I would gladly do anything for them.
See, this is what happens when you raise a child that dies and you go and get their clone and you raise it again. They go off and do whatever they want to do.
Let us pass, or kill me. I'm not leaving here without them.
How dare you! Very well. If you would cast your lot with villains, then you shall share their fate.
I heard what you said, and I'm sorry for all the things I've left unspoken.
You have to go, now!
Thancred, no!
Go! Do what you came here to do. I'll not have you waste that newfound resolve on me. I leave her in your hands. Hurry! Not another step. Your fight is with me.
You think yourself her protector? As if a whelp like you could be a better father to her than me!
I'm not Thancred, am I? Rough divide. Solid barrel combo. Buttons. Right. Solid barrel combo. Executes weapon. Keen edge. Brutal. Solid barrel. Rough divide. Delivers a jumping attack. Nebula. Reduces damage by 25%. Soothing potion. Instantly restores HP. Via the concept, I'm curious. Smackdown increases damage dealt by 10%. So damage down, or reduce damage. Jump. Jumping. Right. What's it again?
Come on!
The skills are all in that thing. He is invulnerable for so many minutes, I'm sure. What's this? Oh, this is what the snake does. I guess. Not in the, am I? How many concoctions do I have? Is my question. Is it infinite? It's every 30 seconds. Okay.
This is going well.
I know, right?
Vanity!
86%. No, I just hit my button. Get back here.
Beast of my blood, answer my call!
You made that with your blood?
Rend my foes and ward their blows!
'cause I can use this potion. About like 50%. Oh, and my jumping thing is all. Where you at? Meh. Yeah, 76%. Yeah.
When will you learn?
Never. Oh! Snap! Perfect. Oh, shoot.
Not good.
Not good. This strains more than I remember. At least now I can get that shot. Unless he moves. I see. Up. 65%. Oh no. I guess Shiny Blade is ready when they say it's ready. More! Seven percent. Come on, think grid, work harder.
And you presume to be her protector? Pathetic!
I'm not thinking. This is good for your brain. Just moving it around a little bit. Dodging. Keeps your reflexes up. That's
No
right.
quarter!
Crap, over here. %. Can't see! What's the wrong way? I don't feel like this is a fight you're meant to lose, though. 36.
Why do you persist in this folly?
I have no choice.
Is that all?
Nope, I have more. Check this out. I can just keep doing this every time you do that. It's annoying, ain't it?
Fall!
I did something wrong. Oh no. Oh, okay. If I move, if I'm making it too complicated. No, he knows my tricks. That's all. Maybe I took too long. Oh, perhaps those 2 times perhaps were already too much. And more tricks than let us finish. I'm getting tired. Oh, I see. Come on, Tancred. It's starting not to look good for me. Super leap of faith. Took me longer this time. I'm wearing down. I'm wearing down. That would have sucked if I had to redo this.
You would have her suffer and die. I would spare her that fate.
That is not for you or anyone else to decide, ever again.
That literally makes no sense.
Not a single day goes by that I don't think about all that you have given me. Countless memories and moments I took for granted. Gods, you grew up so fast. But you had to, didn't you? For those you had lost. For those you could yet save. A world teetering on the very brink of oblivion, for which you gave your everything, without hesitation. Your kindness, your compassion, your love, then and now. One last time, with a little help. I'm so proud to have been a part of your life. Oh, Minfilia.
This is the place. This is where she stopped the flood. The last time I was here, when I felt her presence overwhelming me, I tried to pretend it wasn't happening, to just turn away. But I can't turn away now, not this time. For Thancred and the others, I have to face her. In the event that you leave the area, speak with the apprentice engineer at Twine in Am-Arang to return to Nabatharain. The look in Minfilia's eyes is equal parts trepidation and determination. I can sense her presence, albeit faintly. Come on, let's look over by the crystal wall.
Is this...
Run for your lives! It's the flood! The flood! Ah!
The end is nigh!
Look! There's somebody up there! On top of the palace!
No! Stand back! We shall stay the flood.
But this is what I want! It's my sacrifice to make!
Your time has not yet come. When all hangs in the balance, you must give them hope.
Minfilia!
This place.
Ours is a meeting long overdue. Full glad am I that we may finally speak. My dear, sweet child. Yours is a burden none should ever be forced to bear. Such pain and suffering you have endured. Yet still you came. For this and more, I thank you.
I've lost count of the times I've almost given up. If people hadn't helped me every step of the way, I never would have made it.
Yet here you stand, resolved. Now, tell me your heart's desire.
To defeat the Sin Eaters, and bring this world back from the brink. The remaining Wardens have hidden themselves from us. But with the power of the Oracle, I thought we might be able to find them.
Indeed you could. Their radiance would be unmistakable. But know, my child, that the power you seek will come at a price. We stand now at the crossroads. A decision must be made. 'Tis only natural to be afraid, to hesitate. But for your many trials, you have grown stronger and wiser. And with the love and support of those you hold dear, you have grown to love yourself.
The flood has washed away so much of this world. So many people and places and possibilities. And all the heroes who fought to protect them. Yet here the Scions are, trying so hard to help those few of us who remain, and seeing how tirelessly they work, how completely committed they are to the cause. I can't help but believe. But I want to do more than just watch and cheer. I want to make a difference. I want to help them, like they helped me, and maybe even inspire others to do the same. Coming together, providing for one another. That's the only way forward I can see. Since all of our heroes are gone, we'll just have to make heroes of ourselves.
'Tis a beautiful, wonderful dream. One we share. Though my power was all but spent in staying the flood, I prayed this final act would give hope to those who survived. That self-same hope lives on in you. It gives me comfort to know that the future is in capable hands. If ever you should falter, remember this. No one, however powerful, is immune to the whisperings of doubt and despair. Do not give in to them. But do not deny them either. Look instead to the light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
Thank you, Minfilia, for believing in us, for believing in me.
Dearest friend, no words can express my gratitude to you for keeping her safe in these tumultuous times. You are a hero to us both. But not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. Only together may you change the fate of two worlds.
She became a redhead, and she didn't die. What happened? I remember speaking to Minfilia, and then you became your own person. Is something wrong? Your hair, it's changed. A parting gift, I think. Until now, I've walked the path she set before me, the path she set before all the Minfilias. But she's given me a new path, a new life that I can call my own. And even though she's gone, I can still feel her warm and calm and gentle. I can feel the beating heart of the world, the light that swells within it. Let's call you Susie. And the Light Wardens? There's one here in Amarang. Let's hurry back, the others need to know. You don't think Thancred will be angry with me, do you? Who cares? That's what Minfilia wanted. I'm sure he'll understand. So with her last little oomph of power, she gave her abilities to see light to this girl. I'd like to think so too, but would you mind going on ahead? I'll be right behind you, I promise. You'll be alone in the desert with this cat? Oh. He looks just like... except for blue. Cute. That's not ours, is it?
Ah, there you are. We were worried.
Really? She wasn't the one that nearly got herself killed. It's a good thing Urianger called on us when he did. You were at death's door when we found you.
But thanks to your timely ministrations, I was not obliged to walk through it.
Minfilia?
You saw her.
I know I haven't exactly been pulling my weight up till now, but that's all going to change, starting today. I'll do whatever it takes to make Minfilia's dream a reality. I can track the Light Wardens now, maybe even help you fight them.
I'm glad you're back.
You don't have to say that, you know.
But I want to. Your family. How else would I feel?
She will need a name.
A name?
A name of her own. I would not have her walk in the shadow of another any longer. And I think it a fitting tribute to our departed friend, too. At the mention of Minfilia, I would remember the woman who preserved our fellowship when all seemed lost.
Do you remember what you were called before you were taken to Yulmore?
I'm sorry, I don't. I couldn't have been very old when it happened.
Then we must think of a new name. Suggestions?
Susie. Tancred Jr.?
If the lady herself has no preference, I think the honor should rightly fall to Thancred. After all they have been through together, he's practically a father to her.
Oh, thank God.
Well spotted. I'm so glad you're here to explain these things.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing.
Susie.
What about Reen?
Breen. Yeah, that's fine.
Ah, blessing in Fae. Wait, doth this mean thou wert listening when I delivered my lectures on the Pixies?
Not exactly, but that one word made an impression. Of course, if it's not to your liking, I can think of something else.
Reen. Yes, I rather like the sound of it. Thank you.
That settles it then. Welcome aboard, Reen.
I won't let you down.
What is she talking about? She's helped this whole time. She has no self-confidence whatsoever. Really glad that this took off that weird way it was going. And now this is way better. A fresh start and some ether wind. I honestly don't know how I repay you all for what you've done, but I promise to do whatever I can to help. Are you certain you're up to fighting so soon? I can't imagine the power of the Oracle is something one learns to wield in the space of a few hours. Maybe not, but the presence of the Light Wardens is unmistakable to me now. You're one. Just kidding. In fact, I sense one here in Amarang, to the west. I think it might be hiding underground. Underground? Then it's as we suspected. We thought it prudent to take a brief survey of the area prior to your arrival. To the west we found the remains of a site known as Malikah's Well. If I recall correctly, the well was built in remembrance of one of the ancient kings of Nabatha to serve as a source of respite from the desert heat. It fell into disuse after the flood, whereupon the miners of Amarang thought to turn part of it into an excavation site. Judging by its size, the underground waterways are no doubt extensive, the perfect hiding place for a warden. Reen, are you certain you can track it down? Leave it to me. Then it's settled. We make for Malikah's Well. It's here. I can taste its ether on the wind. Then we finally found our mark. Let's put an end to this and return the night sky to Amarang. Malikah's Well now accessible. We had a dungeon already. Dungeon number 4. Level 77. Could have had our choice of these three of these people. And you cannot jump into that hole I checked. So a sort of underground miners' town. Armadillos. I'm using full poles. Okay. Why does my heal now have numbers on it? Weak. Oh my gosh. Fudge nuts. That's not good for me. Yeah, no, I have no idea what I just ate. Wasn't anything good. Oh, I can do this. And that's not what I want. That's what I want. I'm gonna thoroughly engage. Should I wait? And I do know that the yellow line above HP right here has to do with shields, but that's what we always assumed, right? I was not expecting a dungeon when I logged in. We'll mine here. And a giant armadillo. There we go. Where's that rabbit? Whatever she is. Out, in, don't die. I have a lot of lead that I'm not quite used to. I'm being a little bit quiet because of the house. My cures that used to have numbers, I swear. Oops. Alright, what's in here? 412. These look ugly. Should we try on the ninja outfit? Just so. Okay. It's okay. Ugh. It's a blob. I think I should use this here. Probably not. I could have had it. Probably not. Oh well. Bombs? Pebbles? Large pebbles? They think I've been here before, but I have not. Oh. Just watch them. I'll just take it easy here. Cupbearer. I know I can do this. I like that I have 2 of these cures now, at least. I have told you this is the first time I've ever played Astro, right? I can do this. I want a quarter moon. This is me. I didn't engage. Oh, it's not ready yet. Oh my. Okay, but give me that. Ah, this seems very unhealthy. Just a jump to your death. Aeon counter. Have you ever played Aeon? Alright, amphibious Talos. Alright, guys. They all went over here for some reason. But no matter what. Well, boar, get out. And keep getting out. They all went in though. Oh. That was bad. I'm gonna go right doing something. Like I said, I totally... Oh, this is a 24-man raid move. Only it was much scarier. Much faster. I got stuff. Your Malikah's gift. Arrive at Malikah. Pay attention. Don't look around. Out. Well bored. Out. I suppose he's gonna... I'm not gonna get another divination. It's gonna go to the right. In face. I need a better way to put my butt. Oh, he's not gonna die. No dance partner. On too good. Oops, I didn't do that. Didn't have it just doing it as fast as humanly possible, but doesn't matter. Doesn't hurt anything. These tracks sure break down, eh? Oh, stuff. BLM, Ninja, Gladiator. Ay. Oh. Rocks. Oh, nuts. Apparently these are going to turn into something if we do not kill it. And we probably would have killed it had I not been looking around. I like my world. Stop trying to give me bonus incentives. Nope. This is also a thing in a 24-man raid. Kill the portals before the... what was it? Golems? Some sort of creature popped out. BLM. What is this? Oh, an earring. BLM is highly loved here. Alright, we got a medallion with wings that's collected from God knows what. The Light Warden Storage? Is that her name? Eep! Where's everybody? Drop down, okay? In a blue square. Storage. Can I use this on a... no. Alright. Stop hitting myself. Got it. Breaking wheel in. Obviously. With all this dancer. Oh, fucking me. Corner. Don't be by wings. Censure. Oh. Is this complicated or? Did I do it wrong? I did it wrong. It looks hard, but I'm okay. Intestinal crank. Intestinal crank again. You have so much regen. In, right? Breaking wheel in. Censure. In. Oh. Got it. I just don't want you to sleep here. I'm used to doing dungeons are now like drama to me. They make me sleepy. Even though I shouldn't be sleepy. It's just like my body sees a dungeon and it just gets cradled to sleep. Yeah, I should give the dance or something, but it isn't, so. Oh, I have my divination. I didn't think it'd be ready. Bummer. Watch me let everyone die at 1.2%. You can see points now. 0.2%. That was a pretty easy dungeon. It seemed pretty fast. 412. Look at this girl. She's a cat. She looks like she has some cool hair. All this light I've produced to send to another world, to suck it back up in my soul, whereas I'm either going to explode, or someone's going to have to kill me, or I put it in a bottle. All this light is starting to give me a tummy ache. Let's see if I only got one piece of stuff. That kind of sucks, but I know there'll be better things for me in my future. I must say I feel kind of bad about thinking that Thancred was a douche when...
Don't get me wrong, I'm glad those travelers made it all the way to Nabartha Reng.
When he was just being a fatherly figure.
But when Urianger told me the Talos was in pieces, and the trolley didn't look much better, I couldn't help wondering what in the hells had gone on. What indeed. At least the heart is in one piece. The rest is replaceable. Looking at this mess, though, it's a miracle they survived.
You can say that again. What the? Are you seeing this?
The sky. It...
Wow, it's that kid. He hasn't gone bad yet.
At last, night has returned to Amareng.
We'll pretend it's not sunlight.
We'll save this broken world yet, Tesleen. You see if we don't.
So I actually had a question. Is it always going to be night, or will it be sun? But apparently there is sun.
No doubt retreating in the wake of the Warden's demise.
Back to Calusia, the last refuge of light.
Home to our dear Lord Vorthry, who will no doubt do everything in his power to thwart us.
As well he should, for defeat there would spell the end for both him and his heavenly host. There the fate of this star shall be decided,
We did it. We really did it. I only wish there was time to visit the inn. We can but hope the return of night has granted the residents some shred of comfort. They thought the world beyond changing, but today I think we proved them wrong. We will fix this broken land together. Are you feeling... I missed that. Never mind. I'm still getting used to my powers. It's probably nothing. I asked how I was feeling. I'm just relieved I was right about where the warden was hiding. The last one was hiding in Calusia, isn't it? I can't feel it from here, believe it or not. But perhaps we should head back to the Crystarium first. We have a lot to tell the Exarch, and I think we could all do with some rest. She sees it too, then. You know, they're awfully judgy. Just sending it in outer space where I'll pop. The others are with the Exarch. Before we join them, there's something I wish to confirm. Tell me, Reen, have you noticed anything peculiar about her appearance of late? Anything at all? Speak freely. She won't mind. Well, since Menphilia bequeathed her power to me, I've been able to see the light inside her. Though I didn't think anything of it at first, but after we defeated the warden in Amarang, I realized something was wrong. You've absorbed its ether, and the light within you has grown monstrous. Then it is as I suspected. How are you feeling? Cracked. I feel cracked. I got migraines. If naught is done, this will only get worse. Reen, with the power of the Oracle, you have gained some measure of control over light, have you not? Is there anything you can do for her? Extinguishing is out of it the question. Even at her strongest, Menphilia could only hold back the light. I might be able to suppress it, but I don't know for how long. Then we have no choice but to rely on Oranger and his secrets. If the next battle is to be the last, you may yet be able to play your part, but you'll need all of your strength. I will discuss strategy with the others and see that everything is made ready for our departure. You are to return to your chambers and rest until then, understood? Yes, Mother. Ha! None of that cheek. I will take you across my knee. Now, off with you to the pendants. We will call for you when the time comes. She actually looked generally nice to me. Is everything alright, miss? You don't seem quite yourself. Perhaps a hot meal and a freshly made bed will improve matters. Your room is ready if you care to retire. Very good. If you should have any need of anything at all, pray do not hesitate to call.
And sometimes the dead would rather not be disturbed. But enough about me. What of Amarang?
I see. Minfilia's gone, then. Which means the reason I must suffer this purgatory shall forever remain a mystery.
What's the matter? Are you all right?
What just happened?
Not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone.
Minfilia said my time had not yet come. That I still had a role to play. Not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. No, it couldn't be. There's only one hero in this room, and it is not me. I'm just a shadow, cursed to wander.
Forgive the intrusion, but Minfilia, that is, Reen, and the others were asking after you. Is everything all right? That pain again? And did it pass? Thank goodness for that. I would not wish to see you suffer. Though I know only too well how much you have suffered on our behalf in recent days. Indeed, I have no right to impose upon you further. Nevertheless, I must ask one thing of you. That you survive this, no matter what. When the dust settles, you must return to your world, for the battles to come, and the wars yet unwon. The final Light Warden is all that stands between us and victory. There is still much we must do to prepare, but for now, I will see if there is aught that may remedy the strange affliction which plagues you. Yes, I believe it will. Once the tyranny of light is ended, the people of the Crystarium will be safe, and the future that must be shall come to pass. I'll not keep you from your rest any longer. Take as much time as you like.
No, this isn't right. It would need to be later, after the liberation of Alamigo, perhaps. Going backwards in time? Please tell me you've finished. We have to go. They'll be upon us any moment. Very well. Where to next, then? Let's just worry about getting out of the city and pray the airship is still in one piece. Anywhere we go from here will just be more of the same. God, by the sound of that last one, I reckon the Knight's 12 might be the Knight's rubble now. Is there nothing else we can do? Look around you. This isn't war. It's a sickness, and it's spread to every corner of Eorzea. The city-states are in disarray. By all accounts, the Far East faring no better. There'll be nothing left of us when this is over. This world is beyond saving. Uh-oh. I never tire of that story. And the hero swoops in astride a white dragon to save the little girl. I could die happy knowing someone like that was still around. Indeed, but not today. Not while our message remains undelivered. See, we're screwing up our home. Have faith, my friend. We will find her. Was that the past? Watch, we go back and we have to do the entire game again. Ah, Mistress, I trust you had a pleasant rest. While you are ensconced in your chamber, a message arrived for you from the Exarch. He bids you to come to the Ocular at your earliest convenience, and, Madam, wherever your duties may take you next, I shall pray for your safe return. May the night keep you.
There you are. May I assume you've had your fill of rest? That is well. Now that we are all present, let us speak of our plan. Thus far, we have vanquished 4 Light Wardens, restoring night to much of Norvrant. Only one remains, that of Colusia. And with Reen to guide us, I am certain we will find it.
We're so close now. If we can just take care of this one last warden, we'll rob the Sin Eaters of their final foothold and drive them out of Norvrant once and for all. It will be a new beginning for the First, a chance for the people to rebuild their world.
In short, a prize worth fighting for.
And in thus delivering the First from destruction, so too shall we unsow the seeds of the 8th umbral calamity.
Do you hear? Your dreamed of rejoining is in jeopardy. Are you sure you're not tempted to intervene?
You labor under the misapprehension that vanquishing the Sin Eaters is tantamount to saving the world. It is not. In truth, you only delay the inevitable, lengthening your fleeting lives by the smallest of margins. Would be churlish of me to deny you this small concession, close as we've become. Foolish and misguided though you are not without charm. Each and every one of you is possessed of a noble heart. When the weak want for succor, you do not hesitate to provide it. Alas, your nobility is short-sighted. You think only of the problem in front of your nose. A limitation of your ephemeral existence.
Our lives may seem short and insignificant to the likes of you, but one does not need to be an eternal being to achieve lasting change.
If I may stop you there, I do not claim that we Ascians are special. That is another misconception. In the beginning, everyone lived nigh for eternity. Such was the natural order of things. But like so much else, this was taken from you. You won't object if I borrow your plaything? In the distant past, when the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life. It began without warning. The very laws of the star were warped and broken, and chaos swiftly spread throughout the land. Faced with annihilation, we sought to imbue the star with its own will. Thus was Zodiac born, and by his power was order restored. Ere long, however, thankless fools began to fear that Zodiac's might was too great, and so they conjured another to keep him in check. Your own dear Hydaelyn.
And the two beings waged war until, with a single devastating blow, Hydaelyn unmade Zodiac, scattering his being across space and time. So you told us in the Katana Ravel.
Yes, yes. And there began our woes, with Hydaelyn's blow and all that it wrought. As a counterbalance to Zodiac, Hydaelyn was created with the power to enervate her foe. This singular ability strikes not at such banal things as flesh, but everything that defines the target, diluting its existence. For example, were she to strike you, two individuals, identical in appearance yet reduced in all respects, strength, intelligence, the soul itself, all is halved. Do you see? This self-same fate befell not only Zodiac, but the very star. Only 3 were fortunate enough to escape the Sundering. Me being one of them. When I beheld the shattered remnants of our home, I knew deepest despair. The inhabitants of these 14 fragments were feeble, frail and foolish, oblivious to their imperfection, ignorant of their past. Malformed creatures thrashing blindly about. Pitiful, disturbing, depressing. So, we took it upon ourselves to rejoin the worlds. But in our eagerness and, I confess, our ignorance, we erred and made a useless void of the 13th. It was only afterwards that we discovered a connection twixt source and shard, a flow of energy that maintains elemental balance. And thus did we arrive at our time-honored modus operandi.
From a purely Ascian standpoint, it could be said that what you seek to do is only logical. But that would be to ignore the immeasurable destruction wrought with each rejoining. You have murdered millions, and this we cannot condone.
By your fragmented existence, you continue to give rise to tragedies far crueler than any calamity. But yes, moral relativism and all that. Case in point, I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo, I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you. Oh, don't look at me like that. You, for whom I have only the highest expectations. A vaunted hero of the Source, 7 times rejoined. Long have I awaited one who might brave a path of lesser tragedy. A resilient soul able to endure the necessary pain. I dare to hope that my wait is over. So, finish your task and slay the Light Warden. Make proof of your usefulness, and then we may speak again.
Forgive me, my lord, but this could not wait.
Speak freely, Captain.
Our informant in Colusia sends word of unusual activity in Yulmore. It appears their forces are entrenching themselves at key points throughout the city, making ready for an attack by all indications.
An intriguing use of resources. I rather doubt Lord Vorthry's concern for the safety of his citizens.
You think he's harboring the Light Warden inside the city walls? Even if he does have some means of controlling the Sin Eaters, wouldn't that be a little risky?
Risky or not, if there is even a chance the Warden is hiding there, we will need to act fast. The longer we wait, the better prepared the Yulmorans will be.
Agreed. See to your preparations then and make for Colusia. God's willing, this hunt will be the last. Let us see it through to the end.
We should begin by assembling in Rite. There we may assess the situation in Yulmore and decide how best to proceed.
My favorite character is Emmett, I have to say, and everyone seems pretty stubbornly not listening to him. This game has a way of making the bad guy your friend, and seeing that maybe he's not that bad of a person, that their agenda is similar to your own agenda, you just can't see it because you're on this side and not their side. Since I've been wrong before, though, I'll say that cautiously, but I do like that they included Emmett in the storyline, and I like him a lot. I'm not saying he's a good guy. There you are. The others have gone ahead to reconnoiter Gatetown. We are to follow shortly. It has been a while, has it not, since the two of us infiltrated Yulmore? Since we faced Lord Vothri, I felt such fury as I have never felt before. His actions are unconscionable, of course, and any abhorrence I felt for him entirely justified. Yet mingled with my rage there was something else. At first I was unsure what it was, but in the course of our struggles I found the answer. In Vothri's self-righteousness, and his absolute belief that he, and he alone, is the cure to the world's ills, I saw a reflection of myself, and I brought the memories of all my past follies flooding back. He is the vain, glorious, ignorant fool I once was, and having shared in his affliction, I feel duty-bound to open his eyes to the truth. Whether he will accept it with good grace, with the good grace I did, is another question. What is it, Reen? Do you sense the Light Warden? I'm not sure. The aura is different. Perhaps if we were a little closer. 'Tis time we were on our way in any case. Let us join our comrades in Gatetown. As a precaution, may I ask that you go first to ensure the path is clear. The closer we are to Yulmore, the more I worry that Reen may be recognized. If you see any prying eyes along the way, pray encourage their owners to look elsewhere. We could get her a jacket. A hat. I also feel conflicted about Lord Vothri. He actually made friends with the Sinners. He made a compromise, you know? He made friends with them somehow, and we are failing to see that. Oh, my broom again. That's actually an amazing thing he did. That we could become friends with them, but everyone in this group seems so stubborn that they don't want to be friends with them. That yes, he was feeding people that were not. Didn't make him feel good about himself. But he did manage what the entire world couldn't do, and that is something. You hail a civilian, but he does not respond and continues his incoherent rambling. Hey, what are you saying? It's more scared than agitated. Lord Vothri, we hear, we obey. Ah! Oh, yay. Aunt Jemima. What's going on here? I wish I had my Chocobo out so it can level. And trans citizen, let me murder you. Long live Lord Vothri. Long live Lord Vothri. Ah, good of you to join us. I was debating whether to warn you, but it's too late now. I take it you notice the people behaving strangely along the path. It's more of the same here. Ishtola and Alize are investigating as we speak. Let's wait and see what they have to say. Sausage! Skill, spell, crit, money. Choices. A feast of lies.
Strange. Passing strange. By their behavior, we may safely assume that they are under Vorthri's mind control. Yet the extent of the effect seemeth to vary dramatically between subjects. It is far too pronounced to be attributed simply to the vagaries of innate magical resistance.
Curiouser and curiouser. We met with no trouble en route. My thanks for securing the way. But given the state of the townsfolk, I see we were never in any danger of being recognized.
What can you tell us from here?
I sense a powerful eater in the uppermost reaches of the city. But there's something different about it. Its light is impure. We need to get closer.
Oh, so that one's Alfino. Well, unless you're triplets.
Kaishir, what are you doing here?
While I was scouting the area, I noticed a suspicious figure skulking about, so I accosted him, only to have him call me Alfino. I thought it best to bring him along.
You see, that informant who's been feeding secrets to the Crystarium, it's me. See, after you saved my life in Yulmore, I thought about going somewhere far away, but I couldn't just leave, not without paying you back. So I decided to stay here, keep an eye on things, and whenever I spotted something strange, I shared it with your friends.
That took no small amount of courage. Well done.
I assume you saw what happened here.
Right, so an airship flew in a bit ago, and not long after, Vorthri starts ranting and raving. You could hear him from all the way out here. Geezer was doing his nut, shouting and screaming like someone had nicked his pie.
'Tis like the airship bore the soldiers sent to thwart our efforts in Armoraine.
So eventually the yelling dies down, and then this hot, sticky wind comes blowing through. Now that's when everyone went funny. Not everyone but me. Well, me and a couple of newcomers, though even they started mumbling about Vorthri after a while. Not as bad as the rest, mind you.
Newcomers.
There's something I need Reen to see. This was among the townfolk's food stores.
Oh, that's just meal. Yulmore doles the stuff out.
No, it couldn't be. I know what it is. It's Sin Eater. Meal is made out of Sin Eater.
Sorta green crackers, remember what I said?
So it is.
White crackers?
In limited quantities, it may have little effect on an average individual. Yet if one were to consume it regularly, over a period of several years, I suspect it would do far, far more than merely nourish the body.
That Vorthri wieldeth power over sin-eaters is known. Could it be that those who partake of their flesh do thereby render themselves susceptible to his influence? 'Twould
Why?
serve to explain why the town's newer arrivals succumbed less quickly than those raised on a diet of meal.
He's been rounding up sin eaters and feeding them to people. Altering them mouthful by mouthful, all to stop them answering back. There are desperate souls out there killing themselves to escape turning. This is unforgivable. An atrocity.
I thought he was against some
These sin eaters. What if they are not simply rounded up?
Oh. Green
Do you remember
crackers.
what we were told when first we came to the city? Many enter, but none leave.
I win. Green crackers.
Let us put an end to it. To this paradise built upon the bones of the poor. Vorthri's deeds are beyond justification. Beyond forgiveness. Evil.
It's highly probable that the Light Warden is waiting for us somewhere in there, and I'm all for going after it. But our enemies know our faces. They know that we are coming, and they will not let us through without a fight. Like it or not, the time for stealth is past. Now, my friend, if you would be so good as to lead the charge.
But I'm sick, guys. Did you not notice that? Music is very intense. When we step through the gates, we shall find not the place of hedonistic pleasure we remember, but a battlefield. If you are prepared for this, then let us sally forth. I didn't change my gear. Sally ho.
I can feel it. A dark presence in my domain. Ah! It's them! The villains who would sow chaos in my perfect paradise! Keep them away from me! I command you! Keep them away!
Long live Lord Vorthri.
It's like Americans. I'm just kidding. It's a joke.
He would use his own people as shields.
This area is older than Gatetown. There are bound to be far more civilians under Vorthri's control. But they do not act of their own free will, and we must not harm them.
As if we ever would. Press on with Alpha now. We'll hold off the civilians and join you as soon as we can.
I feel bad I made that joke now. Climb!
Try and stop me!
Keep it up!
I'm climbing! Subdue the civilians. Alright. Did the say climb and ignore them though. Where's Alpha? Oh, don't touch me. Oh, let's do this. Here.
May the 12 guide you.
Hey, stop it. I wasn't trying very hard. My bad. I said orange. I know this is gonna be our new main town.
Pay me back later.
Oh no, not the jugglers.
Show's over. I'll break your funny bone.
No, why'd you jump over here?
Hello! A gift for you. You think this is funny?
I think these two are pretty cool also, actually. I realize that backpack. As entertainment value goes. Yes, the two healers will save the day. Sorry, buddy, I can't seem to target them. Can't target you either. Maybe I should keep going? Should I? I hope that was okay.
You will find my master in his chamber.
How is he still alive? He's got a snake with him too. It's like a Power Ranger.
But only should you kill me this day. And you will not.
We've already killed you. Why do you go so far? You're one of his puppets too.
You may think me under his spell, but I uphold Lord Vorthre's ideals of my own volition. Man is an inherently flawed creature. In his vain pursuit of righteousness, he but sows the seeds of future conflict. Thus, have I chosen to place my hopes upon he who has transcended men, upon he who is unbound by the vagaries of conscience. But enough talk. I am a soldier, and you are my enemy. Come, let us settle this once and for all.
Yeah, but I've got my trusty astro compass. I wish I had a sword right now. Have Malefic. Oh, that's annoying. Ouch! In Keaton cycle. To the left. Merciless left. Evisceration. It's okay, I got Combust 3. I could use this button, huh? Cycle. Savage shooter. Unceremonious beheading. It's a good skill. Merciless left. Evisceration. In. Hot pursuit. Eep. Eep. Get away from fireballs. Oh. Lightning balls. Oh crap. Probably only need one. %57%. Too close. I can't see. Rising thunder. Swear. Ah! Quick, something quick! Ooh, ow. Nexus of Thunder. That flamey thing again. Get in the middle. Stupid wall. Shattered sky. The wall so I can see. Thunder. Hey, 39%. After these brief messages, we'll win. Hey, the left. Fire? Fire! Oh! Fuck. I looked at my buttons. My bad. Alright. Get this lone thunder piece. If you would pass me, you must endure all that I've learned. Dragon heads. Oh, this was... Wait, where's the button? Oh, crap. I know this. Oh no, I learned too slow. Oh, it's only like at 40% still. What's that? Goes in toward glory. He's weak. I'm supposed to kill him. 9%. 8. Four. 2. Ah! So tense. 0.1. I lose. Ah, they are my precious girls. What? That was a creepy last word. Out of context? Are you alright? Awesome. I know, you killed him too, right? Third time's the charm? The citizens appear to have calmed down for the moment. I can only assume Vothri is otherwise engaged. Let's get to the upper level while we can. Poor me. I'm all sick and having to kill Ratchet. What is he doing? You know, maybe no one else thought to eat of a Sin Eater before. Maybe it makes you full of power.
Lord Vorthri! Your reign of tyranny is at an end! For too long you have preyed upon the desperation of the poor. Now you will answer for the suffering you have caused! And if you harbor even a shred of remorse, I beseech you to use your powers to redress the balance. For the future of all in Norvrant.
No, it can't be. This is wrong. It's wrong. The Warden, it's not just a Sin Eater. It's a man.
Are you saying he's not pure?
Remorse? For the future of all? What nonsense is this? There is no justice but mine. No future but mine. No will but mine. It is preordained. I was born to deliver this wretched world. Me? Unseated? No. It's impossible. Inconceivable. Absurd! I am a great and wise king. Greatest and wisest! I reign from on high! I will not be brought low by maggots like you! Ah!
Sugar can cause this. Just saying.
Oh, yes. Of course. I can begin again. Rebuild my paradise. Once I finish my dinner.
Oh boy, that's positivity. There. Have a muffin. Just one more.
Oh God, no. Stop him! Thancred, stop him!
He ate the fork. He needs Heimlich. Oh, he's got baby wings. Oh. I actually didn't see this coming.
Where did he go?
For a big gulp.
What in the heavens?
Did Vorthri do that?
How are you gonna get up there? I haven't gotten all my ethers.
Wait! That is Mount Gulg, the highest peak in Calusia. It lies on the other side of a sheer cliff, and much as I wish it were otherwise, it is beyond our reach for now. But even if it weren't, there are people here who need our help.
Oh, Alphino.
I agree. Alphino.
Please, even if it's only to tend to their wounds.
Hurry up.
Thank you.
I don't know if it will work, but if Vorthri's hold over the people is rooted in light, I might be able to reverse its effects. Will you let me try?
Don't they
Of
ever
course.
forget
We'd be
all
grateful for any help you can provide.
the people meeting?
Well then, if it's decided, let's all get to work.
I'm thinking, I don't have much time left. I need to get up that mountain. Good news, it seemed that Reen is indeed able to reverse the effects of Author's influence. Huzzah! Even as we speak, she tends to be afflicted in turn. The problem being, there's no end to them. We're trying to provide what relief we can to those who are waiting and would appreciate your help if you're willing. I am not. I'm sick. I was just gonna say that. Can I attune now? I can. So here's some dream powder. We're administering it to the enthralled to keep them calm until they can receive proper attention. I would appreciate it if you could assist with this task. Now, those affected are scattered all over the city. I suggest starting your search at the derelicts and working your way up. When you're done, be sure to let Reen know. I think I would rather work my way down, because that's more logical to me. Where are the derelicts? That is not either right. South derelicts. Working my way up. How ironic. It's Alphanon. It's like meant to be. Oh, I can't. Why? Pourquoi? Who needs sleepy time tea? Sleepy time. Me. Ay, 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 Dios mío. Snore. I must work my way up, I guess. Oh, I clicked too quickly. Let's see what happens. Oh. It's a nut board. Okay. I'm gonna one-shot this. Oh, wait. Sleepy time tea. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is so incredibly disappointing. No. Down, down. Butt rest. Understory. The canopy. Must stop trespassers soiling our paradise. There you are. I've just finished aiding this man, now for the next one. More out in the derelicts and below, you say? So many of them. But Minfilia entrusted this power to me. I won't rest until I've helped everyone. I can bring them to you? Oh, that'd make for an easier work. Thank you. I'll do my best to keep pace. Like, carry them?
You're going to be all right.
I think that's the last of them.
We've done all we can for the wounded. As for the rest...
We'll have to kill them. My favorite kitty!
Aren't you Alphino? The painter boy? What in the world is going on? Did something happen to us?
Let me handle this. Citizens of Yulmore, what I'm about to tell you will come as a shock. Indeed, you may be loath to believe it, but if you trust the evidence of your senses, it is my hope that you will listen and accept the truth, unpalatable though it may be. Vorthri is a sin-eater. Everything he offered, everything he promised, was a lie.
They're not taking it well, and who could blame them?
Are you saying we were Vorthri's puppets all this time?
When you attacked us, you were not yourselves. That much is true. But your conduct prior to that moment was your own. Volthry's unnatural charisma does not absolve you of all responsibility. Of your own free will, you came to this city and gave yourselves over to its pleasures. And in the course of this, if you mistreated those less fortunate than you, then that too was of your own free will. It is not for me to judge you, but for your victims, for history, for your conscience. You have dreamed a twisted dream, but now you are awake. You may yet share this world of ours. Join with us and each other, that we might begin anew. We've lost so many already. We dare not lose any more. I have said my piece. My thanks for giving me the chance. There is nothing more to be done here. Let us go after Volthry.
Is there anything we can do to help? You risked your lives to bring us to our senses, and I, for one, hope to repay that debt. Begin anew, as you said.
Volthry has fled to Mount Gulg, and we mean to pursue him. Do any of you know the way?
The only way to Mount Gulg is over the Bright Cliff. Have you an airship?
We will contemplate flight only as a last resort. Were we to come under attack whilst airborne, we would have little hope of defending ourselves. If at all possible, we would prefer to travel by land. Is there a way?
Well, the ladder is the only way up and down the cliff, but it hasn't moved in a long time. In the old days, it was operated by the mining folk who lived at the top. But after the flood, it saw less and less use, and when Lord Volthry took control, it was abandoned altogether.
So we somehow need to get the ladder working again.
It moves by means of a Talos, if that's any help. But good luck repairing that.
Talos? Did someone say Talos? You know all about them, don't you, dearest? If anyone can get this lift moving, it's you.
Well, perhaps. But see here.
Oh, yes. If you want the golem restored, you may leave it to my husband. For he happens to be the heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, foremost makers of Talos, whose contracts include the renowned mining venture of Armoreng.
It's been years and years since I had anything to do with it. I can't just pick up a hammer and set to work.
You can't.
No, that's not what I... It's just... All right, I will take a look at the Talos. But beyond that, I make no promises. Those with strong backs, come with me. I'll need help dragging the damn thing out of the storehouse.
Well done, brother.
Come, my friend. We have work to do.
He's so proud he made them laborers again. Oh, there you are. Hey, level 78. The ladder. Alphinaud's eyes glistened with joy.